Welcome to Beyond Our Focus. I'm Stefan, this is Amanda, and this is Would You If? Would you blank if? Blank with consequence!
You started with the fingers, and I was like, great. Instead of getting karate chopped, and you just shanked in the eyeball.
Today is June 20th. I was there, I had it!
You 9/20th?
9/20th, okay? It is 6/9/2019.
Yeah, nice cover. Yeah, sure. 6/9/20. Got it.
19. Okay? Don't get it wrong. Don't mess it up, okay? So, today we're going to be playing in my favorite Wheelhouse. Because, I came up with a question. That's what I like to do. I love this. This is one of my favorite things. It's been in so many of our questions in so many varying ways. And we're just going to dive back in again because it's fun. Because why not? And very much based off a show that I very much enjoy. If you haven't seen Altered Carbon, it's on Netflix. It's very, very, very good. It's also very, very, very mature. So I wouldn't suggest watching with your children.
18 plus.
Yes, definitely.
Actually, these days and age, it's like 13 plus. But
high violence and nudity. So it's not for children.
I don't know, like 10-year-olds are watching things that I won't even watch.
You know what? I agree. But hey, there's that warning anyway. It's not for children.
Is it Sausage Party level?
See, Sausage Party didn't actually show anything, okay? It didn't actually show. It insinuated heavily.
Is it Deadpool level?
What?
Huh?
As far as what?
Anything. I said, is it Deadpool
level? Deadpool was violent with not really very minor, if any, nudity. Very violent and a lot of cursing and vulgar jokes. This doesn't rely as much on the vulgar jokes, but is really violent with lots of nudity.
Okay.
So different aspects.
Because Deadpool wasn't violent at all. You know, people weren't getting skewered and blood splattered across the screen. And
both violent. Where Deadpool was more vulgar as far as language, this skews much more into just lots of nudity.
Oh, okay. Naked peoples.
A lot of naked peoples. But this is not a review of Altered Carbon.
I haven't seen it, so. We're only 5 minutes in.
And also stars. I'm trying to see which movie you know him best from.
I remember.
You know the new RoboCop.
It's been 8. I saw it when it came out.
You know Suicide Squad.
Yes.
The main cop guy who's supposed to be watching over them. He was like almost the main star. He was the main guy.
Of Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad.
Do you remember that I tried to put that movie as far
it's a
back
horrible, despicable, terrible
as
movie,
possible?
But he was very much one of the stars of that movie.
The only person I remember is, of course,
I have
Will
nothing.
Smith,
he picked something else randomly. You know what? I can't help you.
Well,
anyways, the question that I think we're going to get to at some point.
Are you sure?
No, actually. What are we looking at? You look Altered Carbon? Yeah, he's in there.
There he is. Okay.
That guy, the white guy. Not Anthony Mackie. Why did Anthony Mackie come up? I don't remember him being in that show. Maybe I'm wrong, though. Was Anthony Mackie in that? I don't remember him being in it, but what do I know?
Say your question. We'll get to it.
Anyway. Would you let the government chip you if your consciousness could live on? And if you've seen anything Altered Carbon, you completely get where this is going.
All I thought was...
What are you doing?
I was just going to... Are you talking about Joel Kinnaman?
Yes. There was 2 pictures up a second ago. There's Anthony Mackie and that guy. And I said it wasn't Anthony Mackie.
I don't know why he was up there. But anyways, you said your consciousness will go on, and then Titanic started playing in my head, and it was just bad. Your consciousness will go on and on.
And on and on. Don't be mean to Celine Dion, okay? I won't make it sink.
Did you sorry, 1 minute, guys. Did you see the video I posted?
Yes, I did. Okay. It was very good.
With the mall.
Yes.
Yeah, the mall flooded and the band started playing that song.
It was great. It was perfect. Great. It was literally, it was the most perfect thing. What are you still looking up?
I was seeing if there was anything offhand that I could just... Because even his face did not look familiar to me, so...
I don't know.
I did not pay attention
I
to
don't know how to help
Suicide
you.
Squad. Okay, I watched it once, and then that was the end of the
Been
life.
I know I've seen him in other things, but those are some of the things I know him best in because he starred. He essentially starred in Suicide Squad, and he was RoboCop.
I watched Suicide Squad once.
Yeah.
Once.
You kill me. You're killing me. You're killing me. You're killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
You are killing me.
So,
anyway,
the government. What can the government do with your consciousness? What is the process?
Up to the government.
What is the process?
I mean, I didn't invent the process.
They just shove a chip in the back of your neck. Your consciousness
they
gets
take
downloaded
a very
onto
sophisticated super chip. They insert it into the back of your neck that uploads your consciousness at all times to it. Long as it isn't destroyed, they can take said consciousness and put it into another cloned body.
So after you die, you're pretty much. Is there a guarantee that they will move you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So if you allow them to do this, you are guaranteed a body.
Yes, you may have to pay for said body, probably in some manner, but I assume it's not horribly expensive. They seem to do this.
Okay. Is there a pay range? Like, is there a tier? Like, can you? Is there a choice to your body, or is it
There's always a choice. Money is always involved. What are you talking about? The rich will be happy. The poor, me and you, will be. Who knows? Who knows the next person we're getting? Say, 85-year-old
homeless man.
That's what they look like. I mean, it's a random body.
Yeah.
You're getting a random body if you can't pay for a good body.
If I just get it like a Gandalf beard, that'll be cool.
But,
just
I
like
mean,
Dumbledore,
essentially in
I'd
a
be fine
world
with that.
like this, I don't remember a million percent because they didn't dive 100 million percent into the exact workings of this in that show. But essentially, hey, if you have this consciousness, you're probably on the back end also paying in some way for another body.
Okay.
Maybe you picked one that's halfway decent. You only can afford such and such, so you have a range of bodies. Maybe you picked one out, and you are paying for that, and that's what you get. Now, if you haven't picked one out, you get a random body, and it could be anything.
So if you make your payments, and then you die, does your body get repoed? Like, say you don't make your full payments by the time you die. Is it like Repo Men? Do they come collect your body and then...
I mean, I don't think that's how it would work. I mean, the point would be they take you, put you in that body you've been paying for, and you keep paying for it.
Oh, okay.
Because that's much better for them.
No.
Because if you didn't die, it doesn't matter. I mean, you get brought back, and oh, look, you're back again. You keep paying us.
At any point in time, can the government remove your chip? Like, say you're
sure
going to a hospital visit, and while you're under, they can pull your chip.
Would they have a reason to do this?
It's the government.
I know.
I'm just saying, is there any...
Can I tell you the motives of the government?
That's what I'm saying. Is there any guarantee that... Is there anything in the contract that says that the government can't just come take your chip whenever they want to look at what's going on?
I don't know. It's the government. They can do anything they want, probably at any point that they want. I mean, they're licensing these things out. I guarantee they're going to have some access to them.
That's what I'm trying to brush out your
terms of service when you sign up for anything on the internet. Like, you accept this 45 pages of terms of service with 5 billion words. Yeah! Sounds great!
So you end up in an episode of South Park where you end up selling your soul to Apple or whatever.
You know what? If it's immortality, I'll sell my soul. I don't need it.
I don't even think you have a soul. You can't sell something you think you don't have.
If someone else thinks I have it, they can have it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so what you're saying is that the government, which we all know
ideally, for the most part, I guarantee the government is just going around snatching chips at all times because they willy-nilly feel like it. Otherwise, that means people wouldn't do it. I'm just telling you, in general.
It's shady. Shady shit.
It's always shady. The government's shady. That's what they do, okay?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's what they do. But
I am
the opportunity to possibly, hey, maybe live forever, maybe not live forever. Even if you don't live forever, I mean, you could also, you can still die.
Yeah.
I mean, you still have a body. It still ages.
So unless you're super rich.
The chip can still be destroyed.
So unless you're super rich and have a backup, you're screwed either way.
Yeah. I mean, this is a whole process. This is just a thing.
But
would you allow the government
control.
to do it? This is guaranteeing, hey, if I meet a premature death, maybe I don't have to die there. You get hit by a car and it bashes your brain in. Well, you die, but maybe you didn't. Maybe you come back. keep living your life out.
Okay. This is my last question as far as this goes, because I've been trying to sit here and do the pros and cons, and you're like, I don't know these things. Okay, so...
You want me to give you
Yes.
100% the government's motivations and efforts about... Like,
yes, this chip! You made up this chip. That's what I'm trying to do.
I didn't make up this chip. Altered Carbon made this chip up.
Well, I haven't seen Altered Carbon, so I'm basing this off you. Okay, so, is this a... How would you consider... Okay, I'll put it in computerish terms, okay? Is this like a SD card where it is just a thing that sits in your neck, your consciousness is downloaded onto it, end of story, or is this like kind of like a SIM card where it is a, or not a SIM card, but there is a type of Wi-Fi or Bluetooth accessed SD card now for cameras and stuff, but... Or is it kind of a live thing where it can be accessed, like uplinked, connected to...
It's more like a memory card.
Okay, so it is more
like the memory card in the
SD
camera right now.
Kind of thing. Yes. So it is an
It is
SD card.
Chip
it is a
that gets
standalone
inserted. It's not
thing
something that, it's not something that's
it-
accessed from the outside.
Okay, so we're not talking about iRobot where there's an uplink thing that's connected and people can just...
Jump in. No,
Yeah.
no, that's not the point of this. This is literally a memory card
okay.
which stores
That's not bad,
your
then.
consciousness memory versus data from a camera or something.
Yeah.
This is a physical memory chip. This is not Bluetooth. This is not accessible unless it comes out and is put into something different.
Okay.
Or taken out and put into a computer, because that'd be...
Yeah.
Probably do that too. Or they would do that. Like, oh,
That's a little bit more comforting because... As I said, there's hackers, there's the government, just the government in general without even thinking about hackers. That is just...
So this is just guaranteeing you a possible, hey, if I get killed by accident or something happens or whatever, as long as I'm paying for this new body and I've gone through the process of making all this work, I can live on.
Can the chip be... Okay. The chip, if it gets destroyed, like...
You're dead.
Okay, just in general. Like, even if you're in your body right now.
Well, if it got destroyed, it's in your neck.
Okay.
Like, by your spine. Like, connected to your brain. Like...
Well, my question was going to be, is that...
it could be...
Could someone take it out?
Surgically, yeah. Yes. I mean, it was surgically put in, it can surgically come out. But if it gets destroyed, it probably mean because you got killed in some way that did it.
So, you guys, don't worry. It's not like a little... it's not like a real SD card where someone could just hit the eject button on the back of your neck. And then...
Oh, look at that. I have you. Look at you. Look at you. No, we're not going that route.
Okay, well, see, this is looking not that bad except for the fact that it is the government that handles what happens to you after you die.
Well,
because, I mean, right now we even have laws against taking people's organs who are dead unless they've consented to it.
And that's going to be... I mean, I believe this works a lot like the organ things.
Well, it's not that bad then.
Because I think there's a partial debacle in there because the whole religious fanatics and stuff about this, because this is breaking every natural law right here.
Yes.
But it's all about that, and if it's legal for someone who is a murder or a criminal who got killed in the action to bring them back against their will, take their chip, so they can question them. Because they died, and they didn't say anyone could use it, but now you're bringing them back to question them, even though they were killed. Because they had a chip, so, well, I can. We don't have to put you in a body, and put you in a computer, and go that way.
So, technically...
There's a lot of moral issues involved.
Especially with us in general. Like, personally, it doesn't seem that bad, because we're just normal, average, everyday people. And it's like, okay, maybe we want to extend our life. Maybe we won't get that great of bodies, because we're cheap and poor as hell. But,
Or I want to get lots of money. I'm going to have a collection of bodies. I'm going to put my conscience in everything. And I'm going to be whoever I want.
Well, there you go.
Bam!
So he's trying to mix the shapeshifter with the...
I totally am.
With the immortality. But overall, as far as what this could lead to, as in new laws, as in the people around you, the society we live in, yes, that's where your conflicts would happen. So in personal lives, this would probably be I don't see why it would be a no. because in our personal lives it doesn't matter.
That's corny how much you mistrust the government. That is the biggest conflict here.
But
because if they have put this chip in you, then easily they could also have a copy of your consciousness.
Yeah.
Just because they want one. Why not? Maybe they might use that information for something else. Just like any app you might use collects data on everything you do.
Yeah.
And they use it for whatever they want to. Well, the government, they put the chip in, they can have whatever information they want.
But I would almost say less, except for I know human beings.
And of course.
But I was about to say, I think less people, unless it was in the contract that they couldn't do it. Not that they wouldn't do it anyway.
Yeah, you really think, oh, we won't do it, we promise. We promise we won't do it.
I don't know. I don't.
Of course, there's also the fact that, that if you have valuable information, it means your chip has valuable information. Which means someone could kill your body, take the chip, and then use a sophisticated computer, put you in a computer, and get whatever information they want out of you. Because it'd be easier to get it from the chip in a fake body than get it out of you you're rolling. So these are just all possibilities and things. Now, do me or you, average Joe Schmo, nobody has anything for anything? No, probably not. But I'm throwing possibilities out there.
And that's what I said. As far as me and you personally...
Someone killing you, taking your chip, and selling it in the black market for something.
I don't know.
I'm throwing it out. I'm throwing the possibilities out there.
Maybe I'm just, lacking self-esteem or something, but hey, I really don't see anything in my life where someone wants... You could probably get more, use out of my organs than you would my...
But how valuable would a chip like that could store your consciousness be?
I mean, if they could wipe it, then yes, anybody.
Could see why they couldn't wipe it. You've taken it. There's no reason you couldn't wipe data from it. Well, there we go. Let's have fun with that. Let's take the chip, put it in the computer. Light memories you don't want. Put you back in.
We are not changing the question.
No, it's the same thing.
This one was difficult enough. Okay, we're not. No, you are not adding another.
I'm not adding anything. I'm telling you possibilities.
No.
Possibilities.
No, you're not adding it. We are almost 15 minutes in. You're not adding another layer to this. Thank you very much.
Possibilities. Things could happen.
Anyways.
That's all I'm saying.
Nope.
Things can't happen.
I negate your statement.
I'm just saying. It's there now.
Nope.
It is. You heard it. They heard it.
Nope. I didn't hear anything.
I'm not.
What did you say something?
Oh, they heard it.
What are we talking about?
They heard it.
Who?
Dustin.
Who? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Kit Kat heard it, okay? You got this, Kit Kat.
I don't know. Because for me, just anything with the word, with the big G.
Big G?
O and the V. It's not so good. So it's like
Governor.
My immediate reaction would be no. But it's like, at the same time, I'm just Joe Schmo over here.
Average Joe Schmo, people live in normal day-to-day lives.
I can see...
Probably nothing going to happen.
I can see the conflicts and the stress that could arise from living in that society. We already have so much going on right now that maybe even doesn't affect us personally in our lives, but just being a witness to it, being surrounded by it, being around it, hurting for people who are going through it. It's like... I could see stuff like that happening with this, but just in a personal sense, honestly, if someone's just going to kill you for a chip, why didn't they? Are you paying for the chip, or are you just paying for the body?
It's ideally you probably pay for both, but.
Okay. Well, then I couldn't afford
still
it.
Technology.
I couldn't afford it anyways.
Don't have this answer. I don't know how much this stuff will cost. Okay.
I didn't know if this was starting to be like a world where this was just a normal thing that was going to happen, and you're either choosing to live in this world or not. Or
that's exactly what it is. This is a normal thing that's going to happen. Or you can opt in for it to happen. Because ideally, people are going to reject this.
Because at those companies and stuff, as an employee there, do you have to have it, or is it a choice to work at that company?
I have no idea. That's a company. Who cares what the company is? You don't have to work at that company.
I'm just saying. No. I'm thinking, because I was thinking as far as if it's mandatory, then obviously it's just going to happen.
It can't be mandatory.
But
again, like I said, it's an opt-in thing. This is you buying yourself a second chance.
I don't trust anybody, so.
Huh.
I hate humans. So.
No, humans are pretty terrible.
I really, really hate
Now,
humans.
imagine how good this would be for like the trans community.
Yes, I could see that.
You want to talk about upload? You have enough money, get the body you want, swap over. There you are. Be anybody you want to be.
Might actually help considering like you wouldn't have to go through any of the like.
Be one surgery.
Yeah. You wouldn't have to go through any major surgeries, the emotional changes as far as that
No
goes.
hormone stuff, no nothing. Just easy, clean sweep.
But you would be controlled by the government.
I mean, you'd have a chip that was given to you by the government, yes.
Yeah, well, you pretty much just flat out said you'd be controlled by the government.
I didn't say they would control you like a robot.
No, you're still under their control considering it's like, oh, by the way, we have a second chip of you, so if you do anything wrong...
I'm saying they could.
Could in this world is...
I'm just telling you.
When it comes to
we
stuff
already
like
know
that,
we don't trust the government.
Is.
So, therefore, we know they might do something like that. I'm just saying.
Might is not even a word anymore.
All right,
It's like how people are so paranoid about doing the whole 23andMe thing.
Okay. People are convinced they're taking my DNA.
Yeah, exactly. Like, all it is a big storage of DNA now, so it's like...
But it also comes down to, have you never given blood, period? Do you not give it to hospitals? Do you not give...
I haven't, but... Well, yes, I did. I had like five vials taken at one.
So, I'm saying is that if you ever had your blood taken, period, they could have your DNA. Just saying in general, how paranoid are we really going to be? How paranoid do you want to get? People can be paranoid about everything.
I am. I'm always paranoid. So it's like, I don't know.
My answer is yes, of course. It has to be yes. I love the idea of immortality because I would use this to live as long as humanly possible. Because I love immortality.
I want to say yes because, as I said, at first, especially in my personal situation, I really don't see a reason to say no as far as like, okay, well, hey, if anything happens, you just keep going. But I also am also super paranoid. I would have to like read that contract to a T and then...
I'm sure it would say they wouldn't do anything wrong with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. Come on. The government would never do anything bad.
This video is not going to see the light of day.
Oh, yes, it is.
You put any kind of tags on this video. It's like, we're going to just shove this one into a deep, dark hole, and it's never going to be seen by anybody.
I'm going to put rainbows and unicorns tags, okay?
Welcome to YouTube.
This is about altered carbon, nothing else.
Got it, okay?
We haven't used the word government 45 times. We're not going to catch up on that.
Did they flag audio? Nah, it's fine. No, it's going to be someone else. Someone else is going to ruin it for us.
I think never.
They're going to hear government bad and then go... Death to Smoochie.
So I said yes. Where are you going? Where are you going, Amanda? What's happening? What's happening?
What's happening is a long, dark tunnel of mistrust and disdain. I don't know.
I mean, Facebook is listening in at all times. I know exactly what you're doing. So, I mean, we trust Facebook. Trust government.
Well, you're pretty much conscious is on a phone nowadays. So.
Just about. Not quite, but just about. Facebook knows everything.
Google knows everything, and they just share it with Facebook, okay?
Oh, no. Hey, Facebook is right there. It's on your phone right now listening.
So is Google. Well, I don't know Google's. I have my little everything shut off.
They turn it back on.
They turn it back on. Weird. I'll never mind.
Yes or no? We have to end the episode. Yes or no? It's already way longer than it should have been. Yes or no?
I hate this. I don't trust. I don't trust the government. For the sake of sticking with my normal pattern against immortality, I'm gonna have to go with no.
it doesn't have to be immortality, but it's a weird one to say against immortality. It's a weird option. It's a weird way
to put it, but I don't know. Anyway,
you can still die.
Honestly, I would have... being a just normal average day person, I would have to... I don't see a reason not to say no except for the G. And being that it's not mandatory for everyone, I don't see it really being that big of a societal issue because the people who are against it can say no and just stay no. So...
yeah, because we know that doesn't stop anyone from saying anything. Like right now.
We all know. But...
you don't have control of your own body. We can tell you what you can do with your body.
Motherfucker, we're not getting into that. We are not getting into that because I guarantee this will go for another 20 minutes.
It will. We're gonna
so, end case and point.
What's in the box?
Yes, we are both yes.
Are we?
Really, he's yes.
You said no a minute ago.
I am a very reluctant yes, purely because I don't. Besides, as I said, government-controlled garbage. I'm not even worried about the black market. It's just the government-controlled garbage.
You worried a bit more immortality a few minutes ago.
Yeah, because I didn't want to keep throwing the government down into the the sewer that it already crawled out of. Hi. Anyways, let's just end case point. You got an answer, okay?
Did I? Did I really? I get yes and no.
I could keep saying yes and no all day. It wouldn't matter.
Try to get an actual answer.
I just gave you an actual answer.
It's a second different answer. It was a no first, then it was a yes.
And then I changed it, and then I said yes again.
Okay.
So
okay.
You either end it there or we spend 20 minutes
Dustin, let us know what you think.
Talking about how people need to stop trying to control everybody.
Let us know what y'all think down in the comments down below. Throw a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Go watch Altered Carbon. It was really good. Subscribe to the channel because we'd appreciate that. But as always, you can reach me at Stars Untraveled. Reach Amanda at KC Pup. Reach the show at Beyond Our Focus. Everywhere, including YouTube and podcast services around the globe.
Never.
And on the moon. Never. And in your altered secondary body.
Okay.
The government's controlling with a remote control.
I think I almost just hyperventilated. We're good. Have a good day, guys.
All right. Till next time. Long days, pleasant nights.